Am I the only one who thinks that George R.R. Martin should finish his books?
Yes, you
I'm
are.
not the only one. I think everyone thinks that.
Well, controversially, I do not think that.
Yeah. Ah, perfect.
That
Perfect
is
start.
that is my thesis for the podcast.
Okay, well, let's see. You can convince me. I may or may not
Okay.
believe this for the podcast.
Oh, is this one of those things where it's like a convince me thing?
Yeah.
Change my mind?
Exactly.
Like I have a little table set up?
I'm like that guy who does not like his ex-wife.
Yeah.
Forgot his name.
That's what I was referencing. Let's not mention him by name.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't. I don't remember it.
Oh. No. I don't remember either.
Yeah.
And
So
I'll keep
the
it that way.
start. Oh, damn it. Okay. The start was that you saw something on Reddit.
Yes. Well, I don't wanna make it obvious that I use Reddit, but okay. I saw something on Reddit.
Someone else, like
He'll cough.
a friend of a friend, sent you a Reddit link, and you were
Friend
like,
of a
"Ooh,
friend
this is
who uses
disgusting."
Reddit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll click on it, but I'll delete all my history after.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But yeah, so what exactly was the Reddit about?
Okay. So, George R.R. Martin was on a panel at Worldcon, which is a convention. He was on the
Oh,
panel
okay.
with Brandon Sanderson and some other authors, and a member of the audience said, "You're not going to live much longer. Is there any
Okay.
possibility that you will hand over your material to someone like Brandon Sanderson to finish your books?"
Oh man, I'm cringing right now.
Yeah, well,
That's-
you have very strong secondhand embarrassment.
yeah.
So.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like that's generally not a good way to open a question.
When you die, which you will, and soon.
Like I'm sorry for you or whatever, but I would really like to hear the end of the book, so could you give it to
Yeah. So I think, most people were pretty quick to condemn what this guy was saying. I think there was some like mild backlash to the backlash stuff
Right.
where people were like, well, actually, George R.R. Martin was being very rude on this panel. I watched some of it. I don't think there's any evidence that he was being rude in any way.
Right.
But
I mean,
obviously,
they had to wrestle for the moral high ground, right? Like someone has to be the worst person and they are okay in saying something mean. Yeah.
he's doing the devil's advocate thing.
Yeah,
Being
exactly.
like, look, we're all thinking it, so I'll be the one to say it. I'm brave.
I mean, the thing is that is probably, well, not everyone's thinking it, but it clearly is like an undercurrent online, right? Like this is not the first time I've heard this being said.
No. Well, my thing was everyone was very quick to condemn it online, and but a lot of people put out articles saying George R. R. Martin doesn't owe you anything. And I was like, I don't think anybody really disagrees with this. But then you go into the comments, and so many people are saying, like, actually, factually, he does owe us something. Morally, he owes us an end to the story. We've made him.
We've made him by liking his story after we've learned of it from that TV show.
We made him who he is, and he needs to repay us with his sweat and blood.
I mean, I do think people do think that kind of like there's like, oh, well, we bought into it. There's
definitely.
a moral contract now.
Ethically, I deserve to know how these books end. But like Brandon Sanderson, if you know anything about Brandon Sanderson, he's not a good guy to finish. He's not. I'm not saying he's a bad guy. I'm saying he's not a good guy to finish these books. His style incongruous with A Song of Ice and Fire.
Yeah, that was my initial thought too. Is like, I mean, I haven't read much by Brandon Sanderson, but everything I have read, I hate it. But that's a me thing. I understand that. I know a lot of people like his style, but it's very different from George R.R. Martin for sure. That was my.
Yeah, I think he pretty famously doesn't write sex scenes, or at least writes very unexplicit sex scenes. I don't think he writes a lot of violence.
Mormon, apparently.
Yeah. I always get the impression, everything I've read of him, and if you look at any of the like Wikipedia type stuff or like wiki fandom things about Brandon Sanderson novels is that it's kind of like I think of it as like spreadsheet fantasy. It's
Yeah,
for
yeah.
people who they don't really
With
care
very
about
strong autism.
characters. Yeah, they don't really care about. Okay, I did not say that.
Yeah.
That's what you said. People who don't
Do
really
we
care
still get
about
canceled for
characters
that? I don't
or
think so.
no, not in the current climate.
Environment. Yeah.
But people who don't care about characters, people don't care about world building, but they care about magic systems.
Yeah.
And it kind of feels like what they really want is to look at spreadsheets where,
Yeah.
like, oh, this type of magic and this type of magic. It's kind of like a sort of Dungeons and Dragons is like that. But that's what I kind of think about, like rolling dice and stuff.
Yeah, I felt that too. Like it was very. It's like, oh, I use this special type of punch against this kind of guard, and it's like I do not care about that. That sounds great for your role
Mm.
playing game, but I
I
don't
always
know.
A Song of Ice and Fire, the magic system in it is all very like not wishy-washy, but kind of you don't know the
Yeah,
specifics of it. But
and
it's
I
kind
think
of
this.
because you're coming from characters who don't know how things work. It's not like
Yeah,
the
it's
mechanics are
arcane.
really laid out. Mm.
It's like it might be working, it might not be working. It's all very very unclear. Maybe people convince themselves that it's magic. Sometimes it clearly is magic, but you don't know if anyone actually wanted it to go this way. It's yeah,
Yeah.
and
Whereas
I think
Brandon
that's
Sanderson, it's like she uses this kind of metal magic and he
yeah,
uses this kind of earth magic, and this is how they
yeah,
collide on this little chart, like Pokemon games or something.
yeah. If she
Fairy
uses
type is good against normal type, or
exactly, it's like if she uses 3 energy of her fire magic, she can target his eye, which can only be countered by this kind of thing. It's like, oh, okay. And we
I
all
think if
know this
anybody
too. Like, that's everyone
if
understood it.
if anybody's really into Brandon Sanderson novels, they would probably disagree with this. But that's the impression I got from the little bits I've read of them.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know if they'll even disagree. I don't know. They might be the kind of people who are like, yes, and this is better.
Yeah. That's why I like them.
Yeah. I mean, he's very, like, he's not like, uh, what do you say? He's not beating behind the bush. No, that's not the impression. It's sort of something like this.
Beating behind the
Yeah, he's not beating
bush.
behind the bush about this. He's very, very
Um,
open about it.
I know what you mean, but I don't think that's the saying.
He's not beating off behind the bush.
That's definitely not the saying.
And it's definitely not what he's doing either. So I think it's fine. Yeah.
You should use one of your German sayings.
Oh, we say beating off behind the
Is
bush.
there a clip? Okay. I always think tap dancing the bear whenever
Yeah.
anywhere is busy. And I was like, oh, that's what the bear tap dances.
Yeah, it's a great saying.
It
But so the
is.
thing is with Brandon Sanderson, he is honest about, like, he thinks about it. He's like, oh, I do think about the magic system. This is the most important thing. This is how my how at the end everything comes together. And it's very much, I think, like, he even in the panel said, like, well, we don't have the same style at all.
Yeah.
It doesn't make it. He would refuse it even if someone offered it to him, which is good.
I
Like,
think
he knows. Yeah.
the question guy was just saying that because obviously Brandon Sanderson famously finished another series of fantasy
Right.
novels, the Wheel of Time novels. So he's just like he's a guy who finishes stuff.
He's a
He's a
finisher.
finisher. Yeah.
And I want it finished. I will not like it because I don't like his style, but I want these books finished. That's my moral right.
Anything's better than nothing, apparently.
Yeah, that's also an interesting question because, like, a lot of people that I talk to say, like, oh, wouldn't it be better if it had stopped after 3 books? It's so bad now. It's on like cliffhangers and stuff like that. And I was like, I'm more like, no, I enjoyed the last 2 books, even if it is the last ones. I enjoyed my time with them.
Mm.
So I had different points of views.
Shall I get into my controversial opinion?
Yes, please.
Okay. My controversial opinion is that if he doesn't enjoy writing the books, he shouldn't write them.
Right.
A
That is
lot of people are
controversial.
like, "He's 76, he needs to right now." I think he's 76, maybe just give up.
I mean, do you
Every
think he's not
update
enjoying it?
I don't think he is. Every update from him is like he's rewriting the same, like, 500 pages. He
Hmm.
has written himself into some sort of corner, and he seems very stressed about finishing it. He called it,
Right.
like, the curse of his life at one point.
Oh.
He's constantly being hounded by people. He's rich, he's successful. He doesn't have much time left. Don't spend it doing something you don't like. He likes writing his little Dunkin' egg stories and doing, like, supplemental material and doing the TV shows. Just do that.
Yeah.
You don't owe anybody anything.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, the
I
question is like, where does the pressure come from? You know?
I think it comes from internally, and that's why he should make peace with himself
Yeah.
and say,
Exactly.
"No more." I was thinking about this because, Sex and the City?
I've heard of it. It's a TV show.
Yeah. So the Sex and the City reboot was canceled, ended recently. Nobody
And
seemed to
just
like
like
it.
that, it ended.
And just like that, it ended. General consensus seems to be good riddance.
Yeah,
And I read an
that is what I
article that
heard.
was like the real winner of And Just Like That is Samantha Jones. And Samantha was played by Kim Cattrall.
Yeah,
You know Kim Cattrall, right?
from Sex and the
She kn-
City.
from Sex and the City. She was born in Liverpool,
Oh, I did not
but
know that.
yeah, she's we're proud to be from
Trivioid.
Liverpool. Trivia, yeah, we went to Liverpool and there was like we went to the museum and they were like Kim Cattrall is from Liverpool. But
our,
anyway,
our,
no,
our city's most famous daughter. Perhaps the most famous person at all.
yeah, nobody else famous from Liverpool.
Yeah.
But it did make me I like her a bit more. It was a nice
Oh,
fact.
yeah. I
But
mean, I
anyway,
think
she
because she's in the show, right? Like in the
mm,
reboot.
but she's not. This is the
Yeah,
thing.
and
She's
she
a
dodged the
cameo.
bullet. People think.
Yeah, but she notoriously doesn't get along with the other cast members. I'm going somewhere with this.
Okay.
She notoriously doesn't get along with the cast members. She turned down doing the 3rd movie, the TV show. I think they offered her like
Third movie.
33.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they were gonna do a 3rd movie. She was offered like $33 million to
That's
make
a
the Sex and the City
good amount.
movie and refused to be in the TV show. And her character avoided being ruined by the series because she just wasn't in it. And I
It's like,
read this
oh, only
interview
good
with Kim.
things happen to her after the end of the show.
Yeah,
Like,
well, nothing too bad can happen because she wasn't
yeah.
in it. But I read an interview with Kim Cattrall. I think it was in The Guardian, and she said why she turned it down was she said, "I don't want to be in a situation for even an hour where I'm not enjoying myself."
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
And it's like she's in her 70s, she's already wealthy, and she is in a situation where her time is worth more money than you could ever give her. She
Yeah.
doesn't need $33 million.
No,
And I
exactly.
think it's the same for George R.R. Martin. You don't wanna write, don't do it. Your time as a 5-year-old, 6-year-old is worth more money than you could ever get from writing those books. Like, why waste even an hour doing something you don't wanna do?
Yeah. No, I mean, I think like uh philosophically that makes a lot of sense, but like you said, if it comes internally, it's very difficult to shake that. You know, if this is kind of like
But
this is what I
it's
need to finish
he needs to get that into that, like, zen zone where he's like, "I don't need to finish it. I need to spend the next however long he has left,
in that hamster
hopefully a
ball.
long time, but maybe not, doing whatever he wants to do." And he seems to like working on the TV shows. He seems to like going to panels. He seems to like reading a lot because he's constantly doing little blurbs for new fantasy books.
Yeah.
Just do that. Don't worry about A Song of Ice and Fire.
Yeah. I mean, I do
But mm,
maybe like giving it off to someone he thinks might be able to do it could help with that, though. You know, mentally.
I don't know because then he'd be watching somebody do something he doesn't want to do. Or he can't do himself. It might be best to just be like, "When I die, do whatever."
Yeah, that's true. I mean, depends.
Mm.
I mean, I would like to read the next books if they like in theory. The problem is like they don't exist, right? Like so we kind of have like this idea of like, well, I like the first five, you know, and so like I want to read the sixth one, but it doesn't exist. So I'm kind of like just pouring all of my idealism into into that book. It's like, oh, it's going to be fucking awesome. Yeah,
And do you know it will be good if he's
exactly.
feels
I
like he's
don't.
hounded to write it? If he feels like he has to write it but is not enjoying it?
I mean, it might
You
even be
know,
shit,
he's not.
even if he's like, "Wow, this is my masterpiece," and I'm like, "Oh God, oh God, what did he
Yeah,
say?"
but it does seem like he's kind of written himself into a corner with all of this stuff, you
Yeah,
know?
that's
He
what
keeps on having to
everyone
rewrite
says. Yeah,
things,
I
so
don't.
maybe
I
he just doesn't have it in him.
yeah. I mean, that's what a lot of people say. It's like it's just like, oh, this is not salvageable. Although I don't know. I
Yeah.
mean, I
But
don't
maybe
really
somebody from the
believe.
outside will be able to use like, maybe he's too enmeshed in the writing process, and actually
Right.
somebody coming from the outside looking at everything that's there will be able to sort it out,
Maybe
outside
like those
perspective.
showrunners. They
Oh
tied that
god.
up in a nice
Yeah,
tidy
neat
bow.
neat little bow.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of fans, like, really begrudge him working on the TV shows and writing side stories, and they think he is, like, mocking them personally. He's doing this to fuck with us. It's
Yeah,
like, I
yeah,
just think he's doing what he likes doing as a 70-year-old who's more wealthy than he has more money than he could ever spend. He can do whatever the
that's
fuck he
true.
wants, you know?
Like especially because it's like a creative pursuit. Like it's kind of like what he
Mm,
likes to work on is probably like going to be the most fruitful.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree. But I think what you convinced me of your controversial take. We should kill George R.R.
Okay.
Martin.
No! I want him
Oh,
to live I want him to live a long life of doing whatever the fuck he wants. I think
yeah.
once you reach that age, no one should force you to do anything.
Who else do you think should be
Yeah.
allowed to live a long age doing whatever they want?
You know who I think about who oftentimes doesn't look like he's doing what he wants? Is
What?
that Harrison Ford.
And
Whenever I
he's like
see him in a
80 something.
movie, yeah, he's constantly in movies. He always looks like he wants to leave.
Yeah.
He has like a I'd rather be fishing right now look, you know? I'd
Yeah.
rather be napping.
No, it's true. Like I
I
don't know.
think
I mean, I've
Bob
I've
Dylan is
seen.
another one probably.
You think
Bob
he
Dylan
should he
is
should
like,
stop
yeah.
touring?
No, 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 I think he what he's doing is he loves touring, but everybody gets angry because he's going around touring and he's just playing like old jazz standards in his croaky voice. And it's
Yeah.
like, "Why won't you play, why aren't you playing, Ballad of Thin Man or whatever?" He's like, "No, I wanna play, stuff from the '20s." And people get really angry, and he's like, "He's 80, he's just doing whatever he wants."
Yeah. I mean, you came to see him. So you're, you knew what was going to
Yeah,
happen.
you know what's happening.
Or if you didn't know, it's like, well, oh well.
Yeah, yeah.
You can listen to
No,
the
he needs to
album
keep
again.
touring. He needs to keep touring, he'll die if he stops.
Well, I mean, he
That's what's
does seem
keeping
to
him
enjoy it.
going. Yeah,
So
having
so you
something to
would
do
say
is
Bob
keeping him
Dylan
going.
is a good example of
Of
how
someone
to
who
live
is
your
just
late
doing
life.
whatever the fuck he wants, yeah.
Harrison Ford, a bad one.
Yeah, Harrison Ford doesn't look like he's having fun.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, I've only really seen him in that Star Wars and Blade Runner. I didn't care. Like, I hated him in Blade Runner. I wish that wasn't in there.
I
Just
didn't like that movie. The new Blade Runner?
yeah, it had some parts
I
that I
think that's
quite
a
liked.
controversial take.
I think
It
so
was
too.
quite it felt a little bit misogynistic, something about it.
Right. I think you might get
I
canceled more
remember.
than me about that autistic
Yeah.
thing.
Misogynistic.
Yeah. I
I
mean, you
remember
mean
I
like
saw it with.
that female robot that's his servant and he dies for
Yeah,
him? Yeah.
well, everything about it. I remember I saw it with my dad, who is not a strong feminist, and he even he we laughed, and he was like, "That was kinda sexist, right?" And I was like, oh, if even Dad is saying that, it's bad. I think that's a controversial take, though. People love that movie. Maybe I should watch it again.
I mean, I think I liked a lot about it, and the big problems I had with it was the villain, who's played by that guy who played the Joker,
Yeah.
whose name I forget. Terrible.
Jared
Like,
Leto.
I think I've not seen him. Like, the only good movie I've seen him in is Requiem for a Dream, and I'm not sure if that's because of him.
He's in Fight Club,
He is in Fight Club.
briefly.
That's true. Also, not due to
He,
him.
unpleasant actor. Yeah. Unpleasant actor, allegedly a very unpleasant man. So,
Hmm. Yeah.
I don't,
I wish he just wouldn't be cast.
yeah, he's going to be in that new Tron movie.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna watch that either way, so I think I'm
Yeah, I
dodging a
wouldn't
bullet
watch
there.
that. But the guys from 9 Inch Nails are doing the soundtrack.
Hmm.
I was like, oh,
Of
that's
Tron.
interesting. And then I saw Jared Leto and I was like, you know what? No.
Yeah, you can listen to the soundtrack without watching the movie.
Yeah. I can listen to Head Like a Hole in my own time. I don't need to
Yeah,
go watch
I'm
that
okay.
movie.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Hmm. So I feel like we solved the George R.R. Martin problem.
Yes.
Oh, one
Done.
question I had. This might be
Mm-hmm.
difficult. If it were to given to be someone, that's a good sentence.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously not
Yeah.
Brandon Sanderson. Who should it be given to?
Yeah. I don't know. You know who
I
some
don't know.
people are
Yeah.
saying
Yeah.
is
No.
Joe Abercrombie. I've heard some people say that. I've only read a bit of his writing, but apparently people like him.
Hmm.
You know who I hate?
Yeah.
Is that Empire of the Vampire guy. Have you read that?
Empire of the... No, I have not read that.
Is that what it's called? Or am I thinking of Empire of the Sun? Getting mixed up. Oh, here we go. He's called J. Christoph.
No, I've not even heard of him.
Should
You read something by that? By them? Yeah.
Oh, I read Empire of the Vampire. I read some of it. God awful. Oh my god, it
Really?
was so bad.
Is this going to be a sneak peek to one of your videos? Give us the
No,
the raw
I
hatred.
can't, I can't do that to myself. I got 100 pages in and I was like, life is too short to finish this book.
You were DNF on that one.
Yeah. I just finished what's called Calabasas
Mm,
by
yeah.
R. Kwong.
Oh,
She
that's
shouldn't
also
write it
Thin
either.
Ice. Yeah.
Yeah. That was not good. Didn't enjoy that.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
read a book by her, right?
No, no, no. I'm not absolutely not tempted to read any book by her. And it's
I
not
thought you
just
read
because I'm racist
Yellowface.
against Asians. No, 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 no. That's the one I would read the least of. Like, I mean,
Oh,
it
I
sounds
see, I
so
see.
bad, the premise of it even. It's so self-referential and aggrandizing.
Mm,
Like, I don't
yeah.
know. It dropped at the perfect time, right?
Yeah.
Because like obviously there was like a rise in anti-Asian racism, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because of the China virus and
Jesus.
and a lot of other things like that. And so there was like actual problems with that. But I think like the backlash to the
Yeah.
backlash really helped that book.
Yeah, I think it's the kind of thing as well where she is not a great person to write it just because of her background.
Yeah, it's a little
Like,
bit strange.
she's
Yeah.
incredibly rich and connected and stuff, so it's like, is this your place to be saying this?
I mean, it is. That's what I felt. I mean, I didn't read it. I'm sure it's wonderful. Everyone likes it. But like, I was also like, okay, so you're an Asian writer, and the premise of
Mhm.
your book, the first line I read in the book is like the smartest, bestest writer, Asian writer died, and
Yeah.
like, I'm like, I'm like, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
And the thing is,
I haven't read it, but I know what happens in it, and I've read
yeah.
portions of it, and I'm kinda like, you know,
I,
she's
I
not a
just don't
subtle
believe the
woman.
premise, like I don't believe the premise that it's like amazing quality writing that gets you far. Like I just don't think if
No.
like, the amazing uh writing by an Asian woman or something like that would be given to someone else, it would go, you know, it
Yeah.
would go massive. It's not that. It's a lot of connections. It needs to be good enough, right? But there's definitely a
Mm.
lot of real shit writing that gets big too. And
Yeah,
I just read
definitely.
a book by Han Kang, right? And that's so good. Like, that is so good.
Yeah.
And I mean, she did get that Nobel Prize, and I'm sure that helped with the sales. But it probably didn't help compared to Yellowface or whatever.
No, well, Yellowface, it had all this like Book of the Month stuff,
Yeah.
Waterstone's Book of the dunno, Millennium or whatever crap they titled it. It seemed to be really pushed.
Yeah, and then like, or don't even talk about like Yellowface and Babel or whatever, which seems like at least okay. I don't know, you've read it,
Mm.
but like something like A Court of Thorns and Roses, or all of these things, right? In
Yeah.
Insanely big, like sold like 3 billion copies in the first minute, something like that. It's like, I mean, clearly it's not just about quality, Like,
No. It's about, and a lot of it's about trends, obviously, and being
yeah,
there for a trend, starting a trend, or a lot of these authors, I mean, like with Twilight and, when Hunger Games came out, a lot of the people who kind of won
yeah,
in that when that genre was popular were people who already had books written that were kind
yeah,
of in the same vein that they could quickly just like send off and people would like, give us whatever you got and we will publish it.
yeah, yeah.
You
It's
know?
do you have anything about teenagers? Yeah,
Yeah,
anything that is
any
perhaps
manuscript hanging around,
some
half
divergent
done, send it
teenagers?
in. Yeah. Oh my God, Divergent.
But it's the same with anime too. You can tell like something becomes big, and then there's like copies of it immediately. Like, and they're worse. You can just immediately see it's like, oh, we need to crystallize what was good about it. It was about hunting demons, I guess. That's the most important part of it. It's like, I think that's not the only selling point. So it's like you get like a
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
watered down
It was
version of it.
just, that's why there's 50 billion. Help, I've been sent to a fantasy
Yeah.
land and I'm a slime.
Yeah. I feel
Trying to
like
make
that's
that right
probably
now.
also because all of the watchers are kind of losers, and they're like, I wish I was a slime in a
Yeah.
fantasy world.
I can't remember the last time I watched an anime,
um,
honestly.
I watched Frieren. I like Frieren.
Oh yeah, I watched my free one actually. I watched Carol and Tuesday. That was pretty good.
Mm,
But like I used to watch a lot of anime. Not anymore.
yeah,
Every time I look at something, it looks bad.
I do think there are like.
Oh, Beastars. Watch that.
I mean, I feel like anime was more counterculture before, and now it's just like the most mainstream culture thing in the world.
Yeah. And there
You
used
know?
to be a lot of like science fiction. All the
Yeah,
best anime was like science fiction stuff, and that's just gone.
yeah,
Any
and
kind of experimentation that's happening is gone.
like all of it did have like uh social critique in it, right? Like it was like something
Yeah.
someone had thought about it, and it's like it was someone made a piece of art, right? With which they also like they were wrestling with something in their culture, in their society, in themselves, you know. And
Mm.
now this is all gone. It's just like, what would be cool? Yeah,
I think I have a hypothesis for this,
yeah,
which I've thought of before, is that the connection or the similarities between anime and country music, right?
yes,
Have I told
yes.
you this before?
No, but
Is
I can
that
see it.
okay? Anime, the best anime and the best country music are the best. The best anime is like the best TV, and the best country music. This might be controversial. The best country music is the best music, but
Mm-hmm.
the extremes are so extreme.
Yeah,
If you listen to a bad country song, it is the worst thing you've ever heard in your life, and it's the same with anime. Bad anime is worse than anything else, any other TV show. But the same with music. Bad pop music is just bad. Bad country music makes you wanna, like, rip your
yeah.
ears off. It's
No,
just
no,
god awful, and it's a
I
lot to do
agree.
with it being, like, underground anime the way it used to be, where you could make social commentary because the expectations were very low. You could make experimental stuff, you could make social commentary, and the same with country music. People don't expect a lot from country music, and it was made by poor people, So you could make a lot of social commentary, and you could make a lot of like subversive stuff. But when it's bad, it's the worst music you've ever heard.
No, I think that's very good. Like, especially this kind of difference between, like, you have this kind of, well, I don't know, like outlaw country, or like kind of like, art. Well, I don't know if it's artistic, but it's like
Americana
mostly
type
social.
stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And the same with anime, right? Like, you have these small things, but now there's this massive industry. Like, country is gigantic, right? And
Yeah.
all of the stuff that gets big is shit. I would
Yeah.
say
I mean,
like
you still got your
102% of it.
you still got your like your Sturgill
Yeah,
Simpson,
yeah.
Jason Isbell's type stuff, which is good, but now it's so mainstream that it's just awful. It's on Morgan Wallen or whatever, and the same with anime. It's all my stepsister is a slime stuff.
Exactly. in in country form. Yeah, very true.
Country form.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean it still sells like crazy. I don't understand it, because I do feel like the draw is the good stuff, right? Like, that's what hooked people initially.
Mm-mm. But it's
But
like
now
once you got a taste for it, it's kind of I'll take anything.
I guess so. It's just like
You know,
heroin, I suspect.
just like heroin. But it was the same with like we were talking about Twilight and Hunger Games, whatever. You read Hunger Games. Hunger Games is pretty good for what it is,
Yeah,
and then you're
yeah,
like, give me more of that, and that's how you end up with Divergent and Matched and fucking whatever. Delirium. I've
yeah.
read a lot of those books, as you can tell, which are terrible, but it's
Well,
like
you
the
needed
same
more of
fix.
it.
Need more.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I guess I don't usually fall into that. I'm just like, no, thank you. I had enough. I want another good one.
Yeah, I don't think I do anymore, but when you're a teenager,
Yeah,
you
that's
kind
true.
of want
That's true.
more of the same a lot of the time.
Yeah, it's kind of like
And a lot of
children.
people now, yeah, kind of like a lot of people now, the only thing they'll watch is anime, and a lot of people, and especially Americans, the only thing they listen to is country music.
That's
So
true.
you just
Yeah,
gotta keep on making it.
it just gotta happen. I mean,
Mm.
I do think like I haven't watched as much TV, but like TV is kind of just generally like American TV is kind of on the same trajectory. You
Mm-hmm.
know, where like there
Yeah.
used to be like there was like quality TV for a while, I guess. And now
Mm.
like all of it is like seems so stupid. But
The
pretending
the
to be
problem is
quality TV.
the problem is, Marius, you're not watching Interview with the Vampire, which is quality TV.
Yeah, exactly.
What does
Pe-
that mean?
People have called it the divergent of television.
No. Interview
They
with the
have not.
Vampire is great.
Yeah, maybe I should
I
watch a
can't
little. I
think.
watched 3 episodes of it.
Oh, you got to give it more time than
I
that.
think the problem for me, yeah, it wasn't
Mm.
gay enough. I mean,
Keep
I'm
going.
sorry. I'm an ally, and to me, it wasn't gay
Yeah.
enough.
Okay.
Needs more gay.
Keep on
But
trucking.
yeah,
It's only gonna get gayer.
he's only gonna get gay. Okay, that's good. That's good.
Hmm.
Yeah, I might watch. I mean, there are some things that I'm interested in, but I don't know. I feel like maybe I just changed. Maybe that's like they're
You've
throwing out Breaking Bads every day now, and I just miss them.
Yeah, you need to have find like one thing which will get you back into TV. That's how I felt about when I started reading again at the
Hmm.
start of the year. I read Childhood's End, and I was
Yeah,
like, you know
very
what?
good.
I'd like to read some more books. It kind
Yeah,
of gets you back into the swing of things. You need that one TV show which just like brings you back in.
yeah, maybe. You know what wasn't
Mm.
it? Severance.
Yeah. Yeah. I was, I think
Oh,
Severance, I really enjoyed watching it because I really like watching stuff week to week. Like I'm watching
right.
Alien Earth right now. I can't even tell if I like it. I'm just really enjoying watching it week to week. And
It does
then
add something.
afterwards, yeah, you kind of reflect on it and you're like, that wasn't as good as it wasn't as good
If
as
I
I
had
thought it was
binged
when I was
it, I
watching it.
probably would have seen some
Yeah.
scenes.
I still think Severance season 2 was very good, but it just wasn't as good as season 1, and it was a
Yeah,
little bit underwhelming when you kind of reflected on it after watching it all.
yeah. I feel like maybe Severance actually did the thing you were said. You know, it kind of it got me into it's like, oh, I want to watch more TV shows. Severance
Mm,
season 1.
that aren't like
And then
this.
Severance
Yeah.
season 2 got me out of it. It's like, oh, I think I'm done with TV shows again.
Oh, I'm trying to think of anything good I've watched recently, and I can't think of anything.
I mean, it's
I'm
also
watching
like a massive
Smallville
commitment.
at the moment,
Oh, that's
so
good. That's
that's not
great.
good, but
That's
I am enjoying it.
no. That's that quality TV people were talking about in the early 2000s.
It's very cozy to watch.
Yeah, I feel like Smallville, Supernatural. That's the kind of stuff. If it's the same
No,
kind of.
Supernatural's too far.
Can't go far enough. I mean, I do agree. It's not gay enough, but you know.
Nothing's gay enough for you, Marius.
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
Wait, I was still gonna make a point. Oh yeah. About television. It's also just like a lot of commitment, right? Like it takes a lot of time. I feel like I'd rather have like a movie that's good and compact now. I think I can 90 minutes.
Yeah,
That's how much time I have for a piece of art.
you're a busy man.
Exactly. I need to, I don't know, watch reality TV or something.
Mm. I think one of the things with TV shows is actually the fact that they're like 10 episodes. It feels like more of a commitment because you
Yeah.
you really know you're gonna have to. I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to really concentrate on this.
Yeah.
Whereas
Exa-
Smallville, I can fall asleep for 10 minutes. I wake up and I'm like, I know exactly what's happening.
Oh, I see what you mean. You're saying like 10 episode seasons are worse than 24 episode seasons. You're like 24. Okay,
Yes,
if I miss like 1 or 2 episodes, I'll be like I'll be
it's
fine.
fine.
Yeah.
I bet you kind of zone out a little bit. You're fine. I know what's happening.
That's true. That's true.
You
It's more
know.
background viewing. Like the thing is that's the thing with Severance, right? Like
Mm,
you need to watch it attentively, even if I don't like.
yeah.
I didn't get like the especially the second season. I didn't care for it, but like if you watch it just in the background, then it's completely lost. You're like, what's happening? Why is this happening now? It's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I watched recently
Possibly if
was
you told me.
no, probably not. It was the first episode of the Frasier reboot.
Oh no.
That was tragic.
Yeah. It's
Awful.
without it's without Nitro, right?
Anyone.
Without anyone.
Nigel?
Okay.
It's Niles. It hasn't got
Nitro.
it's got pretty much it's got pretty much no one apart from Kelsey Grammer. It was terrible. It
Yeah.
was very sad. It was a sad thing to see. I'm a big Frasier fan. I
Yeah.
could have written a better episode of Frasier than that,
Mhm.
just from
Who did write it?
pure knowledge of Frasier. I don't know, none of the original writers, I don't think. I think that's the problem is that
Just some randos.
these reboots. Yeah, these reboots they announce they're like, "Oh, we got all the original cast back." And it's
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, but none of the original writers. Those are just some guys on screen. They didn't write it."
Yeah. Maybe that team could take over Game of Thrones.
Team?
Yeah, the team of writers, the Frasier writers.
Oh, yeah. It would all be about, like, faux
Yeah.
pas and stuff afterwards. It'd be great.
Yeah. They'll
Everybody's
have
gone into the, Westeros kitchen to have a conversation
real witty banter.
with yeah. Misunderstandings.
Hmm.
I mean, Game of Thrones, quite a lot of it is about misunderstandings, I suppose,
That's true.
and people getting the wrong information
It
and
basically
social
is
faux
like
pas.
it is
Yeah,
like Frasier with dragons.
Frasier with dragons. Who's Frasier?
Well, I feel like everyone would say Tyrion.
I think Tyrion is more Niles.
Hmm.
Niles is a bit more, I think he's a bit wittier than Frasier.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
A bit more
he got better
calculated.
once he changed his name from Nitro.
Yeah, Niles is a bit more classy.
All right, I think we completely agreed and solved this problem.
Yeah.
You want to do a
We put
podcast?
the world
Anything
to
else?
rights. Right this second?
Right? Yeah. You have anything to say? We can say whatever we want. Actually, we can't say everything we
It's
want,
just too much
depending on the
choice.
platform.
Yeah, there's too much choice. I can't pick. I
Fair
think I've
enough.
said everything that needs to be said.
All right. Then let's do that again.
Okay.
Once we have a good topic.
Sometime.
I'm
I
tired.
can think of something.
All right. Goodbye.
Goodbye.